So now I'm late to the party, but because I binged the first two movies, I thought, well, the hell not, I'm just going to binge the TV series. I've already admitted that I didn't like the Wolf Creek first episode. I saw it back in 2017 when it first premiered, and I got a sneak peek at a John Jarratt panel, but I thought the episode was pretty weak, and I was like, this guy's supposed to be the big, bad, scary man of Australian cinema. This ain't scary, this is child's play. But now that I've said it, there's 2 seasons, 6 episodes each, so 12 episodes in total. They run for about an hour. Sorry. And you've got John Jarratt returning, which is great, because I don't think I can imagine anybody else being Mick Taylor. He seems to have it down to a T. Obviously, it's his character. He's been playing it since 2005. Sorry, I got distracted. But I was watching the first season and I was like, I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. The first season follows a American young woman. She watches her family get murdered by Mick Taylor and she's trying to hunt him down. The thing is, the really sucky thing about season 1 is that it just repeats itself. It repeats the movies. There is nothing in it that sets it different. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, why do I need to care? I already know how it's going to go. A young girl who doesn't know what the hell she's doing chasing after a psychotic killer. Yeah, what do you expect me to think, bro? And then you throw in a cop. It just felt so messy and it just felt so bad. I was like, this is ruining what Greg McLaren was trying to set up. And then they give Mick Taylor a backstory and I was like, he didn't need one. He absolutely didn't need a backstory. What makes Mick work is that you've described him as a loner. You've described him as self-sufficient. You described him as a survivalist. You described him as a larrikin. You described him everything in like dot points. Even in your synopsis, it says a lone larrikin. Also throw in the fact that he's a white man, which is another problem in itself, but like that's a different story. But like, you didn't need to tell that he was abused as a kid. You didn't need to tell that he accidentally killed his sister as a kid. Like, that just kind of ruined who Mick was. So, season 1's a complete write-off. Then you go and watch season 2. Oh my god, I was like hooked. No, to be honest, I almost fell asleep during season 1. I was in the midst of getting ready for work, and because it was cold, I'm in my work uniform and I'm under my blankets. And I'm like trying my hardest to stay awake because I have to go to work. And I'm snoozing through season 1. Anyway, back to season 2. It is so good. Like, that first episode hooks you in. There's 13, they go on a tour bus excursion. 13 of them. And then you got the tour bus driver. So 13 in total. Oh my god, man. Oh, I like this one. I love this one. I love the second season. The second season was, and I love it because in the movies, Mick Taylor already says that he just wants a plaything. He just wants something until he gets bored. That's what he does in season 2. And it's perfect because you have all these different characters, different weaknesses, different strengths, and then there's just him. So you watch the tourists try to fight back and he loves it. But then you watch him get stuck because he's like, hold on, someone just took all the petrol out of my ute. Hold on, someone like just slashed my tires. Hold on this. So he's the one being stuck. And I was like, yo, that is so sick. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a killer written as someone who's got to play the victim. At least not in this sense, where we've seen him introduced as a psychotic killer and then all of a sudden see him going, wait, no, what, I'm generally stuck. Like, that is a perfect turnaround. And it was like a fun 6 episodes to watch. And like, one by one, the tourists go down. They dwindle down to numbers. And just like in the movies, he leaves one lone survivor. And I love how he lets that survivor off, because at first you think she's hallucinating. And I'm like, she's totally hallucinating. But she's not. But the way that she leaves the season, it's reminiscent of the way that he ends his movies. Because he just walks up into the sunset. And I was like, damn, that is so sick. Now, like I said, season 1's trash, and I know I'm late to the party, but season 1's trash. Just watch season 2. It's amazing. It's on Stan, Australia, so it's absolutely beautiful. Though, there is, at the end of 2001, I believe, they confirmed that there is a trilogy coming for the movies. I read the synopsis for the trilogy, and I'm gonna be so goddamn annoyed if it's season 1 all over again, because I'm like, dude, season 1 sucked. We don't need a 2-hour movie of repeating season 1 of Wolf Creek. So let me show you what the synopsis is for movie 3, apparently. So this is the synopsis for movie 3. An American family takes a dream trip to the Australian outback and soon draws the attention of a notorious serial killer, Mick Taylor. A hellish nightmare ensues as the couple's 2 children escape, only to be hunted by the Australian's most infamous killer. My god, it repeated itself. Oh my god, this is the plot to season 1. Jesus Christ! Let me show you what season 1 is. This one's a 19-year-old American tourist seeks to avenge her family's murders at the hands of a psychopath in the Aussie outback. It's the exact same for season 1. Season 1 was pure trash. No! This is literally... If this is going to be the exact plot point for series 3 and movie 3... Oh my god, boy. I'm gonna be so goddamn bored. Like, the second season's good. The second movie's good. I mean, I am intrigued to see what they do with Mick Taylor. Like, will he actually get caught and will they kill him off in the final movie and the final series? Or will they actually keep him on? But, like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I still like to think that he's a cat mouse toy, and I love how they added these spiritual elements of our indigenous culture. And I'm probably going to get weird commentary on this, but I like how they involved the indigenous members in the second season, purely because he's like, I don't have an issue with you lot mob. And then he tells them to go away, and he's like, I'll leave you alone if you leave me alone, go home. So they kind of go home, but like then he takes it out on them because they get in his way. But he's like, I was like, that's kind of cool because it shows that he's fine with some people, but he's not fine with others. But if you also notice, and I think this is a really interesting thing, 99% of Mick Taylor's victims are white. I think with the exception in season 2 where there is like 2 black men. But I just find it a really interesting observation because he's a xenophobe and he hates outsiders coming in. But I'm like, you're taking it out on white people. That is like a really interesting observation. I think that's just a really interesting thing to note. Because like most serial killers have a type. Most serial killers go for certain demographics, certain whatevers. But I'm just like, that's very... He's got a type. He's got a type. It's not women, it's not men, it's both. And they're particularly white. He's got a type. But it will be really interesting. Yeah, anyway. Watch the second season of Wolf Creek 2 if you haven't already. First one's pure trash. But I mean, you learn a lot that you really didn't need to know. Because like I said, you don't need to know that he was an abuse victim. Like, I mean, come on, man, there's a lot of childhood abuse victims who didn't grow up to be psychotic serial killers. So... But I also did learn that there is a book on Wolf Creek written by the guy who wrote the movies, so Greg McLaren. So I'm going to go find a copy of that and go read those.